Okay, you knew I was going to revisit these, but yes, they still have the Chestnut Kit Kats at stores. They have a plentiful supply of them, so I did buy another bag of them. Actually, I bought 2 bags, and my wife commandeered the other one entirely before it was even opened. So we're lucky I got this bag. And yes, I remember talking about the Mont Blanc Kit Kats. That I didn't get them because I didn't know what they were. And I looked it up, and it turns out that they're a very well-known French dessert made from chestnuts. So here we have Chestnut Kit Kats. Notice they have a lovely picture of chestnuts on the cover. And they are made from cocoa butter, not regular milk chocolate. But I can already smell the chestnut in them. Man, these things are so good. I can't help it. They're different tasting, but they're not a weird different taste. It's a very welcome, like I said, chestnuts. How can you get any better than chestnuts? Oh, that's so good. Okay, we do have a couple other things for you. One is another revisiting flavor. Yes. Do yourself a favor. Go get some Chestnut Kit Kats. And I'm going to revisit the chocolate orange Kit Kats. The first time I got them, I ordered them from Amazon instead of buying them at the store. So when they were delivered, it was in the middle of summer and they were delivered on my doorstep. So the bars were kind of melted when I got them. And I remember in the review of eating them, I said that they used possibly unripe oranges and that they weren't all that good. But look at this pretty packaging. And let me hold it so you can actually see it. But I wanted to give them another try because I've always been a big fan of chocolate oranges. You know, the Terry's chocolate orange, that type of thing. And I was worried that maybe my harsh review of them was based on the condition they were in when I got them. So I decided to give them another try. And these are actually milk chocolate with orange juice powder mixed in. I don't know if it's Tang or not. They don't specify. I don't think they use a brand name product for these. Of course, you know, Japanese laws, they may not be required to acknowledge that. You have to give it a moment for the flavor. Because as usual for the, it's subtle. No, it doesn't taste unripe at all. It tastes just fine. Because you have to remember with the Japanese Kit Kats, you have to wait until after you eat it. The aftertaste is where the flavor comes in. It's not as obvious as the Terry's chocolate oranges, but it's subtle and it's there. It's noticeable. And no, it's not unripe. It's pretty good. Okay, so these have redeemed themselves. Okay, so I remember when I first got the wheat cracker Kit Kats, that I made the joke that I expected them to taste like Triscuits, and I decided not to get them. And then later, the micro Kit Kats, I don't know if I showed them off on a video, but they finally came out, and they came out with the wheat cracker ones again, and I brought them home, and I didn't eat them at first. I gave them to my wife and my kids, and they loved them. They said they weren't terribly sweet, and so this time I decided, well, here we go. These are a duo. They had milk chocolate on the bottom, and then the cocoa butter chocolate on the top with the crackers mixed in. I don't know if you can see very well. In the picture, it shows bits of cracker in the chocolate. Let's see if they actually do that. And of course, I've been forgetting to mention that I put the ingredients above my head while I'm eating these. The packaging has this wonderful lettering on the front. I don't know if that's supposed to be something special or seasonal. Of course, as usual, the packaging is difficult to open. It's not a consistently layered thing. It's like they literally poured it in on top and expected it to stay in place. I can kind of see bits of cracker in the cocoa butter top. This is going to be interesting. So yeah, I'd avoided them. And of course, the joke that I have now is the fact that after making the horrible Triscuits joke, now Gordon Ramsay is doing advertisements for Triscuits. So, how did I know? Okay, so let me try these. Not bad. They're more savory. They're not sweet like a candy bar would be expected to be. It's not bad. I'm okay with it. It's not something I would enjoy a lot, but it's not horribly misflavored like I would expect it. Like some of the ones I've tried in the past, where the flavor just comes out radically different than what I expect. Or the fragrance is so overpowering before I get to the flavor that I just can't enjoy it because I won't get to the point of being able to enjoy it. This doesn't really have a fragrance, but the chocolate's not all that noticeable either. But yeah, it's more of a savory thing, kind of like the difference between a sugar cookie and a Toll House cookie without chocolate chips. The Toll House cookie without chocolate chips is still a good cookie. It's just not as sweet as a sugar cookie. It's not as amazing as a Toll House cookie with chocolate chips. It's still a good cookie. It's just not what you expected. But this is actually pretty good because it's different, but not weirdly different. So yeah, I'd say it's kind of a win. And of course the chocolate orange ones, they're a big win because I really am not disappointed at all with them. Really quite pleased. And of course the chestnut one's always a win. So, new backdrop? What do you think? Too busy? You miss the painting, don't you?